In this vlog I'm going to be putting some spotlights into the cab area because it gets rather dark at night. I've ordered the spotlights and the switch from eBay, and I'll put a link in the description in case you want to order your own. This is the control panel with the single switch as it is at the moment. I'm trying to keep this vlog quite short, so we'll get straight out into Merlin and get on with it. Right, well, I've removed the faceplate. So that is the light switch, which I'm going to change for a dual one. And in here, I've slackened the bolts off that hold this. I don't know if I can show this coming out or not. Yeah. Okay, I've now got the back box removed, so that should then give me access to taking this out. Obviously this is the switch for the main lights, which I'm going to replace with a dual pole switch. One switch will be for the main lights, like those ones that are on now, and the other one will be for the spotlights, which are going in the roof here. Okay, so I've now changed the switch over, so we've got this dual pole switch. So the main original lights still go through that one, and this little red link there, that takes the power to the other pole of the switch, and that switch is going to be for the spotlights. Right, hopefully you can see this. I've now connected up this red positive, which has an inline fuse, by the way. I've now connected that up to the second pole of the switch, and that is going to power this little plug, which will then in turn plug into the spotlights to give them the power. And all I need to do now is pick up a negative for the negative. Not sure where I'm going to find that yet, but I'll have a look in a moment. So I now have to thread all of those cables back through, and then we can button this part of it up, or this side of it anyway. Okay, so I've now picked up the negative from there, and I'll put a connector back on there so it's quite safe. So this now means that that's the fuse there. I don't know, perhaps you can see that. That's the inline fuse, and then it comes through to this socket, power socket, and this beige colour thing, that's a junction box for all of the LED lights. So now that's all connected up, as soon as I switch on the switch, it should illuminate, which it does. So it works. So what I've done there, I've now secured the power for the lights. So now I've got to mount the lights and then thread the cables back so that I can pick the power up, which I've already sorted out. So all of this lot I can now put back, mount that switch properly, and that's finished with for the moment. So just to be clear, I've now put the panel back together. So this was a single switch before, now it's a double switch. So the switch on the left turns the main lights on and off. That's those lights above the cupboards. And this one will turn the spotlights on and off. And I'll show you what happens. I'll have to put the camera down for a moment. If I put more spotlights in there. So this junction box will take up to 6 spotlights, although I'm only putting 3 on it. So As you can see now, there's 2 of them. So I'll just plug extra ones in there as I need them. Nice. So what I have to do now is to do the mechanical part of mounting the lights in the cab ceiling, and then obviously threading the wires through in such a way that that they're completely hidden. So that's the next task. Now I've finished the wiring. Now this is the hard part of the job, getting the wires through. I'm on the final one now, but you have to slacken all this trim off to get the wires hidden, and then you have to thread it all through, and of course pick it up the other side. So that's where I'm at the moment, but they do look nice. Very pleased with them. I'll show you them lit up shortly. Just got this final one to thread through now. I don't know if you can even see what I'm doing here, but what I'm trying to do is reach in, and that keeps popping off and stopping me. And what I'm trying to do is reach in and pull that out. I think I can reach it now. There. Not easy, is it? But yeah. Now, before I go any further, I've done the electrical end, I've done the light end, I've got to thread the wires back now. But before I do that, I just want to make sure that everything's working, because if I've got to replace anything, I want to do it while it's all still opened. Right. Aha, yes, all 3 of them are illuminated. Don't know if you can see all 3. Yeah, you probably can now. Yeah, these are the warm light ones that I chose. I didn't want the cold light. I'd rather have been able to dim them really, but yeah, they're not too bad. I can dim them by turning them off. Bit severe. Right, so got to thread the wires through now. Right, I've got all of the cables into the top now. So all I have to do now is to cable tie them up, which I've done, and then feed them around the back there and put the panel back on. I can't really film putting the panel back on, but I shall do it and show you. That is job finished. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Wasn't too bad actually. It took me just under 3 hours. Well, I might as well put some light on while I'm I would like to especially thank David Walker from LeisureBit, who helped me a lot with this. He gave me a lot of information about the lights and the diodes for knocking the voltage down. The problem is that in a habitat area like this, the voltage can go quite a lot higher than 12, 13 volts. so these lights can run very warm. But David made me a little cable with some diodes in it that just takes it down a little bit to stop them overheating. Anyway, good job. If you want to do it yourself, you need quite a lot of skills really. You need sort of upholstery skills to get the get all these panels off. You need electrical skills, you need soldering skills. But really that's about it. It's not very expensive to get done. I think it cost me about £20 for the lights. The switch was about £8 and some other bits and pieces. It's probably about £30. If you need any help with any of this, you can either message me and I'll try and help, or you can message David at LeisureBit. I think David said if anybody really needed it, he could make up some of the diode wiring so that you wouldn't have to worry about that. I think he said he'd just make him up for some bits and bobs, charge about just something under a tenner, I think. So if you do want to do that and you need his help, give him an email. I'll put his address in the description. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next vlog. I think the next one's going to be up in the Isle of Skye next Friday. And where will we be? I can't remember quite where we'll be. I think we go to Elgol. Yes, we go to Elgol on the next one. Very nice there too. Catch you soon. Bye. Next up is a few static pictures just to help you if you wanted these as reference if you are doing this at all. There is a wiring diagram in the handbook, but I found it absolutely useless. Even with my glasses on, it's just blurry and you can't read it very well. For those of you on the CV owners page on Facebook, George Stoker has put a much better wiring diagram on there. I'm in no way advocating that you should carry out this work. You've got to be competent in your own skills to do it. If you have any doubts whatsoever, get a qualified person to do it for you. And there is also the question of warranty as well. You could invalidate your warranty. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.